One day, a no-talent loser of a comedy writer had a dream. He woke up and immediately wrote the dream down in his notebook. It was completely incoherent, illiterate, made no sense whatsoever, and thus became the new comedy, the Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast, launching May 2024. And it sounded like this. Hi, it's me. You know it's me, Stan Stankler, producer, writer, director, and star of the Stan Stankler Podcast Experience, where I, Stan Stankler, give my expert and very correct opinion on all matters in the world. The producers of this Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast, asked me, Stan Stankler, for a favor. They asked me to endorse this Battery-Operated Magic Toupee and say a few words about it. Obviously, due to my reputation of being a generous, magnanimous podcast giant, and I've agreed to do so. Well, I listened to the podcast, and it was missing one very critical ingredient, which, quite frankly, many podcasts these days also sadly miss. Me. You see, you can't have an acceptable podcast without the king of podcasts, Stan Mr. Podcast Stankler. So my opinion or review, or whatever you call it, is this. Listeners, beware. You can either listen to this second-rate Battery-Operated Magic Toupee polluting your way in May 2024 at your own peril, or listen to the real deal. Me. The Battery-Operated Magic Toupee, the podcast. The new comedy podcast launching May 2024 on most major podcast platforms.